We're joined by Abdul Salam, the NDA candidate from Malappuram constituency in Kerala. Sir, thank you so much for talking to India today. So on Saturday, your name was announced as the candidate in Malappuram. Interestingly, yours was the only Muslim name that featured in the 195 candidate list that was announced by the BJP. How do you look forward to the election?
No, first of all, I consider it as a recognition to me from the central BJP leadership, There are 19 crores of Muslims in the country. In the first list, they picked me up. I'm glad, I'm thankful. That's number one. Number two, as you know, after 10 years long journey, Modi 1 and Modi 2, we are heading for Modi 3. And we intend to go beyond that, 4, 5, 6, like that. Because the development base we have already created by 10 years of Modi governance, that is spectacular, unimaginable or incredible. And there was an array of changes, not simple changes, major changes in all walks of life. You can observe, I often call it as a Modi model development, Modi model governance, Modi mantra of development. Integrating, the conventional or the heritage of India, the technology available in the world, the spirituality of India, value system of India, the principles related to the Vasudeva Kudumbagam, Sanatana Dharma, everything. If you name something good, all those goods are integrated in this Modi model of development. It is not simple, it is not isolated, it is integrated, it is inclusive, it is encompassing every section of the society. When we talk about 143 crores of population in India, Modiji's development model include all 143. Not even a single person is excluded. That's number one. Now, he has taken every care to ensure justice to everybody. And also the so-called that equity was adequately utilized to benefit the needy. The women was adequately taken care of. The children were taken care of much better than before. The health security was assured. Food security was assured. Development was assured. 10 years, I consider, the 67 years of pre-Modi development. I say 67 years, 66, 67 years of pre-Modi ji development versus that of 10 years of Modi ji. I think this 10 years is much larger than the 67 years. And it is not isolated here and there, sparse or scattered. You tell me one section which is left untouched, starting from borders, security, safety, international relations, internal security, zero tolerance to terrorism, zero tolerance to corruption, mobilizing, earlier the so-called, lost source of or percolated source of or robbed source of public money, prevention of total corruption. You look at the India team involving 26 members, the so-called family members of diverse family with no relation, but they have only one spirit. What is that one spirit? Their thirst or hunger for robbing public money. 10 years of hunger. Modi ji did not, you just look at the 80-member team of Modi 1 and 80-member team of Modi 2. You take a microscope and put everybody under the scanner. Even put under the electron microscope. The opposition was struggling to identify even an iota of corruption. They failed, totally failed. Tell me one single thing which you can say that is against the nation. Everybody felt that the nation is ours. India is our nation, one people, one development, one health, one happiness. And Modi ji's, the digital revolution, the fintech management system developed. The whole world is looking at Modi ji. Modi ji is not just like yours or mine. It is not just for India today. Modi ji is the property of the 800 crores of people of over 200 nations. They are all looking at Modi ji with a lot of expectations. Tomorrow, I tell you, I assure you, if somebody is going to take the chair of a global leader, I can feel proud of that. Only Modi ji. See, the global leaders, national leaders are looking at him, standing before him with expectation, looking at his eyes with hope. His word is final. The other day, Assange, the Australian President, Prime Minister, was telling, Modi is our boss. In all that, told by good people, big people, philosophers, knowledgeable people and all, all those goodness are integrated here. Plus, the plus is very important. It's the rare person integrated with the latest technology. It's a techie person.
Sir, now...
The point which I want to say is, the sort of 10 years of Modi model, Modi mantra, Modi model of development, Modi model of governance, Modi model of leadership, Modi model of, international relations, that is balanced, integrated, focused only to the needs of the people, not just Indian people alone. It's terminology of Vasudeva Kudumbagam. People are looking at him with hope. That's why I said 808 crores of the global population looking at Modi ji for food, vaccine, medicine. India became the factory of medicine, pharmacy of... India is the pharmacy, the food basket for others, the product basket of others. Now, what I am trying to say is, he's a miracle. He's a phenomenon. Very often I feel that accidentally the God has created this man to save this world. 24 hours, at least 80 to 20 hours. Totally committed to the nation and the people. So this model, you can only, if you are in the opposition, definitely you will create stories. What is the definition of politics today? Propagating false stories. So all this India team and all others, in the heart of hearts, they love Modi. They respect Modi. They wanted to stand with Modi. Right? 10 years of hunger they cannot tolerate. I tell you, if Modi ji is there for 43, 4 like that, you are safe as a youngster. Your children are safe. We are safe. The nation is safe. The world is safe. Such a fantastic person. So what I am trying to say is, today, in the election, all the 540 seats, Modi is the candidate. He is the common candidate. We are all dummies. We can only talk about Modi style, Modi models and Modi mantras. Behind him, we say that, we are trying to propagate the Modi model. So that is what is happening.
So now you joined the party in 2019, right?
I was there right from 2014. 2014 I was actively there. But due to some reason or other, I was not officially inducted.
Now, so there's a general perception or there's a general allegation that BJP is a party of the majority community. It's anti-Muslim and, the ideology is the Hindutva ideology. So is it just that Prime Minister Modi's achievements and persona that attracted you to the party or something else also?
I tell you, I am entirely attracted to the phenomenon of Modi, the principles of Modi, the philosophy of Modi, the techie Modi, the digital Modi, the Modi model of quick development of the country. In fact, honestly, I tell you, I have not really initially joined BJP. I was embracing Modi ji. I was so passionate about that person. In that process, I have landed BJP. Now I am a full BJP man. Number one, you said about the Modi is for Hindu. What are you talking? You tell me 10 years of experience. Tell me one single thing where he has discriminated or he is aligned for Hindus and, discriminate others. One single case. Muslims were telling all the time earlier that he was a killer of Muslims in Gujarat. You study that. He is totally innocent. That we all know. Even the opposition know. But what they are doing, they are utilizing this, false narrative to malign him and also to get the votes from the Muslims. Let me tell you another thing. A country with 79.7%, you say 80%, 100 out of 80% of Hindus. Technically, it is a Hindu nation. They have not declared it as a Hindu nation. Only 14.7% Muslim, 2.3% Christians. If you take 143 crores, 115 crores are Hindus. Technically it is a Hindu nation, but we should appreciate the magnanimity of the Hindu community of the nation. Why? Because I very often say, had it been this 80% with Muslims, had it been with Christians, that's my analysis, my thinking. Always I feel, perhaps it should have been, a country of that religion. But they have not done. That is the magnanimity of the Hindu culture and the Hindu value system. Now, the problem with the Hindus, as I understand, like Muslims or Christians, they don't have a strong, rigid religious belief system. They have only a very loose. In earlier years, they were, all the time converted by A or B groups. So that was the reality. Let us realize the reality. Let us look into the reality. Let us not blindfoldedly accept all the nonsense propagated by the Indie team or any other team.
So now you were the Vice-Chancellor of Calicut University, and now you're fielded in Malappuram constituency, which is a stronghold of the Muslim League. How much are you hopeful about the elections, going into the election, because the left and the League has already announced its candidates, and the Muslim League having considerable vote share also?
Let me tell you honestly, Malappuram is the Muslim district. 70% involves Muslim. The whole history of Malappuram politics is Muslim League politics. And there are nice people, very good people, honest people, simple people, innocent people, but they are all hijacked by a group of politicians. All that I am talking too much about, the strict religious framework and all that. The necessity of going to the heaven. Just like that alone, myself and my wife, my mom, my daughter, we all go to heaven. Let others be here. Some sort of wrong notions, no wrong advices created by certain vested interests. They have those things kept them in the dark. They are not aware of the realities of the nations. I told you about the demography of India. We look at the demography of the world also. Top may be Christian, yes. Second, Muslims. But when you come to India, such a largest country with 143 crore, we have 19 crores of Muslims over here. Now, I tell you, the Muslims of India, in India, for Muslims, India is the heaven. We enjoy all the facilities, all the freedom, all religious freedom, every freedom, all democratic freedom than a Muslim enjoy in Saudi Arabia or UAE. That is repeatedly said by many people. So we must be thankful to the majority community. You were talking about the Malappuram, the Muslim bastion, all the time with Muslim. It is very difficult, my task there would be to remove the darkness of the minds of the people who were all the time kept under dark. You understand what I am telling? They are all kept under dark. They are not given adequate opportunity. But now, because of the social media, electronic media, other media and all that, the ladies, the girls, the women, they are all getting information through media, and they start thinking. They start adoring. They start respecting. They start loving Modi ji. See the number of programs. Modi ji has classified the people of India in 3-4 lines. One, women, farmer, youth, and one more. I am not getting it immediately. So his perception is the people, not the caste or community. So we want to remove the darkness in the minds of the people, the poor, innocent people who were kept all along for decades under the darkness of these sort of religious, and political mispropaganda. That is to be removed slowly first. That is the first task. We have to explain to them the Modi mantra, the Modi model of development, what Modi has done in 10 years. In what way that is benefiting to you, to your children and your future. And again, all sections of the society, once they know, say Mutalak, Only Modi ji can do that. Isn't it? Only Modi ji can do that. Uniform Civil Code. Just not come, it will be coming. Only Modi ji can do that. If you look at the 14 prime ministers before Modi ji, they're all good, fantastic people. But this prime minister is much higher, much topper, much excellent than the previous people. That's all. No other prime minister, they're all looking at the vote. Modi ji never looks at vote. Modi ji looks at, yes, he looks at vote as a politician. But more than that, he looks at the welfare of the common man. If he is convinced that, yes, GST is important to prevent the pilferage, he will do it. You look at DBT, Direct Benefit Transfer. Before that, he started this Jan Dhan bank account, zero bank balance account, then started sending money from Delhi to directly to your account. Isn't it? I was reading the other day about 37 lakh crores distributed through DBT, which saved nearly 3 lakh crores of rupees for that, management charges, transfer, accounting, this, etc. Just imagine how much money directly from Delhi to your account. Earlier only, when you send 100 rupees only, 20 rupees are reaching here. All that is stopped. Money is reaching directly to you. Communication is reaching. You are all connected through, if you have a mobile, connected mobile, digital mobile, you are connected to the world. You need not carry money. Isn't it? The people who are talking, is it possible in such a nation with so much of people? Diversity of literacy, women, poor people. Is it possible? Now 45% of the global fintech transaction is happening in India. Now we have a lot to celebrate. And again you go to any other nation, you will see that your status, your pride as an Indian is much elevated. You can stand up, you will be respected, you will be accepted, you will be offered with a chair. And again you look at China. China and India, you see, people love Modi ji, not China. China is rich. Why? Because India has a value system. You compare two people, one is a rough, rude, crude, the other is an honest, straight person. India is honest, India is straight, India is value-based, India is spiritually based. India doesn't want to cheat anybody, but you go over there. Now again, China is such a big country. Earlier they were, often they will be just scratching our borders. Now they are not daring enough. See the strategic partnership, the Quad partnership. Every leader will stand up and stand with Modi ji for a photograph. That is what we have seen in G20 and in every international fora. And again I tell you, Modi ji received 13 or 14 international higher top recognitions. And 7 such recognitions were received from Muslim countries. See the relationship with the UAE. The other day he was telling that the UAE president is my brother. They are putting hands over the shoulders. I tell you, it's a phenomenon created by God to reform this world. So my task or our task, our BJP candidate's task is primarily to explain the Modi mantra, Modi model, 1. To remove the darkness that is created by the indie group or opposition group or the false information created. That's 1. And I am very sure there will be a great change. I cannot say what will be the extent of change. Journalists ask me, what is your expectation? I say I am starting from a ground zero. Isn't it? I am starting from a ground zero. If I am getting 1, that is my expectation. I am very sure we may be able to make a leap. I don't know whether it will be to the extent of the other side. It will be a leap. Modi initiated leap. That will be there in all these constituencies. That is what we expect.
Thank you, sir, and all the very best for the upcoming elections. Thank you.